Ladies and gentlemen, we haven't done a lot of positive stories on the channel just because there's been so many things happening with our children and our youth that I feel like I want to bring attention to. But I do want to start bringing more positivity to the channel and showing you guys, and I hope that stories like this can go viral, because I think it goes viral for all the right reasons, okay? So what you have, this story comes out of Detroit. We usually get a lot of negative stories, but this I think is a positive story, but tell me what you think. So there's a Detroit teenager, may as well be on his way to becoming an A-list barber after his entrepreneurial spirit landed him on the suspension list at Renaissance High School. So he got suspended from school, and I'm sure some of y'all are going to wonder, why did he get suspended and why it's a good thing. Cameron Tucker, who was the young gentleman in question right there, who was actually cutting hair, was caught using one of the school's bathrooms as his workspace to cut the hair of his peers during study hall. In the middle of doing that, a teacher walked in and stared at us for about 45 seconds and walked out, explained Cameron of the November 11th incident while speaking to the news. As a result, Cameron's mother, Cassandra Young, received a call from the school to pick up her son. "We need someone to come pick up Cameron. He's running a barbershop out of the third floor bathroom," said an administrator in a recorded message, according to the news. There's a line in there, and there's hair all over the floor. He's got this whole setup in there like he's on the movie of like on the movie set of Barbershop. The budding barber was unable to avoid punishment and shared that administrators applauded him for his skills and tenacity. "While we were walking to the office and everything, all the administrators were like, 'I respect the hustle,' and things like that," he recalled. Cameron picked up his first set of clippers over the summer in an effort to save money on his own haircuts, which is something that I do. I actually do all of the stuff that you see on the screen. I do this every day. It gets very tiresome, but I do it because it saves me money. So he cuts his own hair, and he even picked up a few pointers from his uncle. What he developed was a passion, and then spread to cutting hair for his friends and family. The 16-year-old even received an apprenticeship invitation from an individual by the name of Sebastian Jackson, who is the CEO and founder of Detroit's premier barbershop, the Social Grooming Club Company. "You have become so good at your craft in such a short period of time," Sebastian told the team. Sebastian's barbershop has 2 locations in the Detroit area, serving clients such as former NBA player Jalen Rose and rapper Big Sean. And I gotta say, when Jalen Rose be on that TV show, because I watch ESPN, they be having him looking good. I can't lie about that. I'll tell you, man, just based on the hustle, if you're interested in an apprenticing with one of our cosmetologists or myself, that's definitely an opportunity, Sebastian added. Online strangers have also applauded the teen's safe means of creating an income of his own. We'll talk about that here in a moment. "Awesome. I wouldn't be mad. Total respect the hustle, but try to do it outside of school. What a touching story. I wish this fine young man all the best in life, and props to this young man." As for future plans of cutting hair on campus, Cameron says, "Lesson learned." The teen can, however, apply to enroll in the Detroit Public Schools cosmetology program, which will allow him to earn credits towards a cosmetology license, furthering him to set on his path to run his own barbershop. So there's a time and place for everything. This is clearly the wrong place, wrong time, right idea, right hustle, if you want to call it that. I think it's okay to call this a hustle. But I like the fact that this young man had an incentive to try to earn money legally. But let me give you guys the fair usage. Let me let you listen to the news video. Let's get it. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. And then again, if you guys are listening and watching this story, please do me a favor and click that thumbs up. We're trying to share some positivity, so if you would help us do that, just click that thumbs up on this video, okay? Let's get it.
A Detroit teen is suspended from his high school after he's caught giving haircuts in the school bathroom.
Well, that blemish on his academic record could soon become a distant memory and possibly the door to jumpstart his career. Fox 2's Randy Wimbley joins us now live with more on why this young man might be a cut above the rest. Randy.
Yes, indeed, guys. And it's said that all is well that ends well. And in this story is certainly shaping up to have a good ending. Take a look.
Use the corner of your blade is really important.
Even the greatest among us come from humble beginnings, and that could eventually be the case for 16-year-old Cameron Tucker, who was given a one-day suspension for playing bathroom barber at Renaissance High School in Detroit.
I want to say wrong time, wrong place.
Cameron caught the barber bug this summer, motivated to cut his younger cousin's hair.
I'm probably starting my guideline about here.
Save some cash by cutting his own and make a little by cutting his friend's hair. He reached out to his Uncle Tuck to school him on the fundamentals of the fade.
That's exact words. She said, I'm going to show you one time. I go show you again. And I was like, all right.
Cameron picked up on it and did not look back. He started posting before and after pictures on social media of his cousin's haircuts, and then started servicing his football teammates. Fast forward to this past Thursday, he was busted cutting a classmate's hair in the bathroom during study hall.
And in the middle of doing that, teacher walked in, stared at us for about 45 seconds and walked out.
Cameron's mom, Cassandra, got a call soon after.
Need someone to come pick up Cameron. He's running a barbershop out of the third floor bathroom. There's a line in there, hair all over the floor, and got his whole setup in there like we on the movie Barbershop.
While we walk into the office and everything, all other administrators talking about, I respect the hustle.
And they are not alone.
You have become so good at your craft in such a short period of time.
We put Cam in contact with Sebastian Jackson, owner of the Social Club Grooming Company. Like Cameron, he too learned to cut hair when he was 15 years old. Now he's one of the city's top barbers with a clientele that includes Jalen Rose, Big Sean, R&B artist Dwele, and former Lions running backs Joique Bell and Reggie Bush.
I'll tell you, man, just based on the hustle, if you're interested in apprenticing with one of our cosmetologists or myself, that's definitely an opportunity.
Sebastian offering Cameron a helping hand and a lot of pointers. Cameron, in turn, was a sponge.
It was an honor meeting him. It was definitely a learning experience, learning where he came from and, his way to where he is now.
A place Cameron hopes to be one day. So he'll keep cutting hair, honing his craft, sharpening his blade, just not at school.
A lesson learned, though.
All right, guys, young Cameron will be back in class Monday. Sans Clippers, mind you. DPSCD is important to note that they have a program where kids can earn their cosmetology license or their barber license. Either way it goes, Cameron is going to be in good shape working with Sebastian Jackson. And even another barber just reached out to me late tonight and said that he too is willing to work with young Cameron. Hugh, Monica?
Manny, that is a fantastic story. I see that a lot of Cameron's clients are younger people. Does he give senior discounts? I haven't had a good haircut in a while now. How much would he charge?
Listen, I'll put you in contact with him. I'm sure he'll take care of you, man.
Fantastic. All right, Manny. Thank you for that last story.
Let me tell you guys this. That's how you take an opportunity. Because no, you don't want the kids cutting hair at school. There's a lot that could go bad with that. You can give somebody a bad haircut, and they could cause a big rant about it. It could be a sanitation thing, especially cutting in the bathroom. It's not a sanitary place, so a lot of bad things can happen. There's reasons why you can't do that type of job at the school, and why they don't have the school set up to do that. But here's what I'm proud of. I'm proud the fact, and that senior discount, that was really good. I like that. But I'm glad that everybody involved in this story realized that this wasn't an opportunity to excoriate. This was an opportunity to educate and to praise this young man. And we found out what his gift is. Think about that. A lot of times we have to hope and wonder what children's gifts are, what they want to grow up and become, and how we can help them reach that goal. Kids want to be a lot of different things. This kid's gift is clearly, his calling is clearly being a barber. And guess what? That's a job that's never going to go out of style, because we're going to always need barbers, just like we're going to always need somebody to cut grass. I cut grass coming up. That was my hustle, right? I did a little cutting hair, but that was actually like way after I graduated. I think I was already a father by this point when I started actually cutting family and friends' hair and stuff like that. But I'm glad that they took this opportunity to push this kid in the right direction, make a couple of phone calls, reached out to a barber who was actually doing the damn thing, to get this young man some connections. And because of this little bit of exposure, he's probably going to have a lifetime of clients. Think about that. We just turned a 16-year-old young man, turned him into being an entrepreneur. He won't have to work for anybody by the time he's 25, save up a little money, teach him how to do his taxes, teach him how to put his money away, start saving up and get his own building and learn about permits and stuff like that, keep his license up to code, hiring other people. This is now just an opportunity of teaching him how to properly be an entrepreneur. And I'm going to tell you guys something. If you really pay attention to children, they're going to all show you something. And all we got to do is take the gifts that they're showing us, and we just have to be on it as far as parents and people watching, and try to give them any opportunity and help them in any way that we can, whether it's advice or making a connection, giving them some exposure, promoting them, having fundraisers or whatever it is. But this is what I'm talking about, promote positivity, and I love this. Shout out to him, and I have no doubt. Matter of fact, when I'm in Detroit, I'm going to look him up. I'm getting my hair cut from that young man. How about that? But thank y'all so much for listening to this story. Share a little positivity. Click that thumbs up. Share the story as well as many others. Thank y'all so much. Peace.